All right, I've had some requests about this in the past and recently. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through and break down note for note some sequences from like contest calling routines. The first one I'm going to start off with is going to be it's become pretty generic comeback. 100 grounds, kind of started it. Basically, it's going to sound a little something like this. How I ran into my fast stuff off the end there. But basically what it is, I did one train just to get it right on the call. That's not in the actual one, but what you do is you start off with two short trains. Something like that. I messed the first one up, but and that's just your two short trains. And then you do a train and give it just a little bit of pause and hit the cluck after it. And you do 2 or 3 of them, and then what you're doing is you're gonna do a train and then roll a double cluck off of it. You're hitting those double clucks off of that train, and then you're gonna jump up. You're gonna jump up in the top part, and it's gonna be, which is just over exaggerated spit note, and you cla 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 la la cla. You're rolling the double cluck off the first one and hitting another one off the back, and it's cla la la cla. It's a spit note rolled into a double cluck with a spit note following it. So it's cla cla la la cla cla la la cla cla la la cla, instead of spit notes rolling into the double clucks back to a spit note. So I'm gonna run through it one last time. It's the 2 short trains, then the trains with a split second pause and hitting a cluck after them, and then the trains and the double clucks after them, jumping up to the top where it's spit note, spit note, spit note rolled into a double cluck with a spit note after it. You do a couple of sets of them. And I'm going to put it all together again. And it's something like that. The next sequence I'm going to do is going to be another thing, Hunter really kind of made popular, and a lot of people do it now. It's a come down, and I'm going to do my little variation on it, because a lot of people do it, but they do it a little bit differently. This is going to be my variation on it. It's coming out of your fast stuff after you come back, and this is going to be how I build into it. Basically, what you're doing is I'm doing a cluck with a quick spit, and I'm bouncing back, cluck, 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 getting into my quick spits. And then what I'll do is I'll hit behind those quick spits, after a couple on their own, I'll hit a hybrid note. So, it's kind of a turkey, it's kind of a push moon, it's a hybrid of that note. And it's just, this is going to be the first half all put together. So that's your first half. You get your, I build into it with a cluck and the quick spit, bouncing off each other, then into the quick spits, and then the quick spits followed by that hybrid note. The second half of it is just going to be turkey, 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 train, boom. It's ka, 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 key, and then I follow behind it. When I used to do it in my contest routine, I'd follow behind it with another turkey or two, and then another train moon sequence. So it's like it down. I'm going to put it all together. And then you're down into your bottom end. So that's that broken down. That's a real popular one. Next one I'm gonna go to is it's a cool sounding little comeback. I've only heard it done by one person, and they kind of switched up the way they do it. But this is something that Wade Walling started a couple years ago. It's got a cool sounding sequence on the bottom. Doesn't really flow up to the top. It kind of jumps up to the top, but it's got a cool sequence at the bottom. So this is that sequence. Going into the fast stuff. But basically what you're going to start off with is a real soft quick spit. There's a and you're going to run those soft quick spits into a push, a soft push mode. And it's you're going to get into those push modes, and then you're going to start bouncing a note. It's claw, 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 and it's and you're doing it kind of like you do a bouncing hen on a duck call, where it's claw, 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 claw. You're hitting that hiccup in it, right in between the notes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, you bring that down just a little bit, and then you're going to build up to the top of it with some more excited push mode. And then you're going to hit your over-exaggerated spit note. And then you're going to follow behind that with a cluck, where with the first comeback I showed you, it was a double cluck in between the two spit notes. This time it's just going to be a single. So that's that sequence broken down. Next sequence I'm going to do is kind of it's a generic check sequence, to fill in gaps in your routine that you kind of haven't come up with, and it sounds a little something like this. It's double cluck, low cluck, la la la, high cluck, la la, double cluck, moan, la 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 la, low cluck, high cluck, low cluck. And you can do, there's a little variations off of it, but it's a good simple sequence that has a good rhythm, a good flow, and it can keep everything together in your routine. And it doesn't take a lot of breath to hit that sequence either. So that's another good thing. It lets you get your air back a little bit too. It's, you can see I threw an extra cluck or double cluck in there, but something of that sort right there is a pretty generic check sequence. It flows good. It's got good. It's a good complex, but not too complex, and it lets you get your air back, and that's why it's a pretty good check sequence. The last sequence I'm going to go